inside. You are mine. I'm leaving. Can't take.
Leaving is the name of the track that we're playing right now, and we have inside of our studios a beautiful young lady. Her name is CatEyes, and we've been telling you that we're going to be talking with CatEyes. CatEyes, morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Well, I don't have to ask why you got that name, but tell the people who don't see you why you get that name.
Well, it's actually a sad story in the beginning. When I was in school a long time ago, I used to get teased because my eyes were so different. They weren't the regular, just circle eyes. I had a little chink. So they used to call me cat eyes, you have cat eyes. And then they used to pull my hair and stuff, and I kind of just ran with the name from then on. So, my dad saw it, and he was just like, we can turn this into a good thing.
Well, you certainly did. You really did, because, I don't want to say you have cat eye. I can't say that, but you do. No, but it's beautiful. Right. But it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm looking at this picture here now, and, I don't know if the picture that it was taken and the makeup was done in such a way to accentuate those eyes. But it certainly did, and it's beautiful.
She did an excellent job.
Okay, the first time I met you, CatEyes, you were in the yard outside, and you came with your dad.
Yes.
And you like a very young girl.
Yes, I was.
And it struck me the next time I saw you just how much you had matured.
Well, I had to take your advice, because I swear when I first met you, I was terrified because I knew you were going to give me the truth, and I was just like, she's going to cut me down to size, but I got to keep strong, and I just got to, take what she says into consideration and then just move on. So when I came back to you,
did I cut you down to size?
Well, you told me, you was just like, how I knew you was going to tell me something that I needed to hear. So it wasn't a bad thing.
CatEyes, let me tell you something, you see. A lot of people in this business really are just about themselves.
Yes.
And what I said to you, I'm happy I did. Because
I am too.
I'm happy I did. I said to you that this is a highly competitive business, because it is.
Yes, it is.
And no matter how much you gave materially, it will not make you into the person who you need to be. So what you need to do is what you did. Yes. You need to take your career seriously enough to actually get voice training. Did you?
I did. Everything you said. I went back home, and I took the time out to think about it and say, if this is something that we're going to do, then we need to start putting things together. And I went after what I needed to.
Well, I'm telling you this. The next time Delroy gave me a CD from you, I turned to Delroy and I said, this is the same CatEyes? And he says, yes. Delroy already, yes. No. And I said, what happened?
Yeah.
And he told me what you did.
You happened. Okay. You happened. Miss Elise Kelly, all of Jamaica, Miss Elise Kelly changed CatEyes for the rest of her life. So that's what it is. I have you to thank for that.
Let me tell you something, CatEyes. I'm from a musical family. I don't just play music because I'm in the business. I'm from a family who know how to sing. I don't, but I know when people can sing. And it really makes sense that, I thought to myself, this is such a beautiful girl that it don't make any sense you go out there with just her looks alone. She have to go out there with talent and grace. And I'm very proud of you. You have matured.
Thank you so much.
Nicely.
Thank you so much.
So, okay, fine. Let us talk a little bit about CatEyes. You came with your dad. How has your dad influenced you?
Well, he's been in the business way before I was even thought of. So it was natural for me to just fall into it. I remember back in the day when we were going to Anchor Studios, and I'd be sleeping in the studio, him and Dr. Marshall doing their thing, and I kind of just fell into it. One day I got up and I was just singing, and my mom actually caught me singing, and she was just like, oh my gosh, like, where'd you get this voice from? And I said, well, I don't know. So I started working with my father, and then ever since then we got introduced to a lot of people.
Nice.
So.
Wonderful. And something too, what is so beautiful about your development, it's not just your voice that is growing, but You're a lady now.
Yes.
You know, you're a lady now. And a beautiful one. I'm so sorry that, you know,
Thank you.
we're on radio. But tell me what has been happening for your career. You're blooming.
Oh, my
You're
goodness.
blooming. I say that.
Yes, Headline has actually been helping us a lot with bookings and actually getting out there. And the famous one, Mr. Morrison, has actually come down and, you know, guided us through. He introduced us to Bobby Digital, and that's who that track is produced by.
Okay.
And from then on, it's just been a roller coaster, but an enjoyable one, because I'm meeting these new people and I'm feeling out the vibes and everything's going good. And next week I'll be recording with your son, Mr. Taurus Riley, on Wednesday. He said to tell you hi. So Taurus, if you're listening, I did what you said. Okay.
That's my son.
So, you know, it's been beautiful. I've been very blessed, and I'm glad I didn't have to take a negative route to get to where I am, sitting in front of you and recording with these big names. And
Right.
I'm very blessed.
Right.
Very
You
blessed.
are very blessed. Okay. I know we're picking up a little accent, so tell us where that is from and that part of your life.
Well, which part of the accent are you picking up? Because I live in Boston, so of course I'm gonna sound a little weird, but my parents are 100% Jamaican, so.
But you went to school where?
In the beginning, when I lived here, I went to Stella Mars Prep in Kingston.
Okay.
And then from then on, I went to school in America. So.
Okay. But you know something that's very interesting. Once long time ago, long time ago, a Jamaican would want us to remember that them really come from America. Now, a Jamaican wants us to remember I'm a Jamaican.
Yeah, I get a lot of fights with that, but I feel like it didn't matter where I was going to grow up. It's what my parents taught me and what they put in me to believe, my values. So that's what I know.
Absolutely. Beautiful. All right. You are now with a record company, Matt Storm Production. Tell us about that.
Well, that's actually my dad.
Really?
That's his, all of his, from back in the day up until now.
Okay.
We're still trying to get off the ground and do our thing, but like I said, Headline and people like Delroy, Christie, and Mr. Morrison and Doc Marshall, we're really working on getting it off the ground.
Okay, I'm reading your bio, and it says that CatEyes, as well as her record company, Mad Storm Production, would like to change the happy-go-lucky mindset and attitudes
boy.
associated with unorganized noise.
No, I did not write that. I don't really like my biography.
No, can I just say this though? You know something? You see, the unorganized noise that this bio talks about is something that we really need to take hold of and put in another category. Not to get rid of it, because there might be a place for it. It's just that it's not music.
I mean, I don't want to put down anybody else's work. If they believe in it and that's what they go for, then that's what it is. I personally don't like to talk down about other music, because it's music and it's something that another person that can vibe to, and I have something different. I wouldn't call their music noise, because I don't.
Well, I'm talking about specifically unorganized noise, not music. Because like yourself, I'm very respectful of the different genres, and we really do need to be respectful.
Yes.
But there are some noises that we really cannot call music, and we really need to call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. You know, you're a really good April bud, you know. Me say you are a really good. You think I don't say that? All right.
Yes.
Okay. This is your words now. I am being practical when I say that my music has global appeal, and there is nothing parochial about it, except that it's authentically Jamaican with a crossover appeal. Ask the questions I want to ask you now, CatEyes.
Oh boy.
It's simple, man. Sure. How can you form music that is authentically Jamaican and yet still have a crossover appeal?
Well, you have to come here and work and go through what the everyday person goes through to get an understanding of what's really going on. Because yes, even though I was raised by Jamaican parents, we're in the U.S., so it's a little different. So coming back here and working with the producers, actually sitting down, taking out the time, and then my voice now, which has been influenced by the U.S., and coming here and listening to what's going on, you kind of just put the two together.
Right.
And that track that you have, the beat, and then the notes that follow it, that's what I get.
Okay, I agree with you. I was listening to the song "Leaving," and you know, it is Jamaican.
Yes.
But it's smooth.
Yeah.
And I really do believe that the voice that you have, your experiences that you have, and when I say the look, I am not talking about color, class, or creed. I am just talking about a look. There are thousands of different looks that work, and you have one of them.
Thank you. I mean, I didn't do it all by myself. Nicole Burt did an excellent job with the background. She came in there, she put down her vocals, and I was impressed. I loved it. And that just topped the song off for me. So
it's a beautiful song. And
Thank you.
Like I said, I'm very proud of the journey that you've taken. And you know something, CatEyes? If you start off in the business prepared to take the journey that you did, the sky is the limit, you know, because there are more journeys to take.
I've heard something about that quote, though. Don't tell me the sky is a limit when there are footprints on the moon.
I love that.
So I'm going for it.
I love that. I love that. Wonderful. Excellent. I must take up that one. So, you know, if you are prepared to start from scratch and you're prepared to go through all the necessary steps that you need to take, well, perhaps one of your footprints or two will someday be on the moon. It's wonderful talking to you. Is there anything else you want to say before you go? I know you're going to be going back. You're going to be leaving the island shortly. Anything you want to say before you go?
Yes, I would like to thank Headline Korean in Headline for sending me out to all these places and giving me all these different experiences. I'd like to thank Madstorm altogether and Mr. Bobby Digital for taking the time out and actually working with me and putting this track together. I thank you guys so much. You guys have no idea how much this means to me. And Mr. Dean Frazier, Wednesday, I can't wait to see you.
All right, lovely, lovely. So all the best in your career.
Thank you so
and
much.
You just bless up your dad.
I will.
And
who is listening right now.
All right. And we can give him a copy of this interview too. I'm sure he'd love that. So all the best, all right?
Thank you so much.
And as soon as your career takes another step, we'll be interviewing you again. We're going to be following you through. We're not just going to be saying
I'm going to come straight to you because you're the first person to have that single right there.
Okay, wonderful. Well, don't you think I'm just going to be saying to you, you need voice training. I'm going to be saying to you too, girl, you got it going on when you have it going on, all right?
Thank you.
All right, my love, you take care.
You too, dear.
Bye. CatEyes.
Get away. I saw how you looked in her eyes. It's killing me deep inside. You are mine. I'm leaving. Can't take this pain inside. You are my life. I'm leaving. Don't want this pain.
Want to bless up all those coming inside of this business that we call music. It's a wonderful business. But you really got to put yourself in a position where you can be competitive because it's also a competitive business. I'm feeling very proud of CatEyes because when I listen now, I know that she can really take it now. She can really go out there now.